Good morning. Good morning. Hey, what did I want to say? You know, there's just so much going on in the world. Oh, here it is, 4:30 in the morning. Gotta turn the light switch on at some time, huh? A week in review. The shitstorm that is. And having to relay and review and re-say my thoughts on the man that we have sitting in the highest seat of the land. Okay? And it's not a matter of hating. It's not a matter of disliking. It's not a matter of, taking some party's stand one way or another. Because obviously, he's without even knowing the guy personally, his colors shine right through because he chooses to go on air. He chooses to call press conferences. He chooses to make decisions publicly known. And when he makes those decisions publicly known, it isn't that some of them shock as much as some of them are just so far-fetched. The guy believes that he is, I'll say, presidential. And he's not. Okay? He may be rolling in more money than you and I will ever see in our lifetime. But when it comes down to integrity, there are literally hundreds, if not thousands, of other business people out there with much more money than he has that are also much more sane, smarter, professional, that carry integrity everywhere they go. Okay? And what I feel is irrelevant. It really is. But that's what this is about right now, on an individual level, and it can go down with anybody talking. Me, as far as my personal beliefs, it doesn't matter about him. The Republican Party kind of screwed us. If you were a Republican, the Republican Party screwed us. Because their short-sightedness. In a time that they sat there blowing their horn about how old the opposing candidate is, they have one just as old. I don't care if he is only a couple years younger, he's just as old. Which is a short-sightedness. Because at that age, anything can happen. 1, 2, as he gets older, and he will be getting older, as we all do, his progression may happen at a blink of an eye. Okay? And so they sold us out. As well, they probably would, because of how old they are. Which brings us back to term limits, which is a different subject. Okay? But my thing is that that's the first part of it. We got sold out. Okay? And because they pushed the way they did, now that's what we're stuck with. So, what are we stuck with? We're stuck with somebody that they constantly have to do a damage control. Constantly. They knew it back in 2016. They sure the hell know it now. You have a fourth branch of government kind of circulating. And that fourth branch is an offshoot of the executive. You have an executive branch, but you have a presidential branch. Okay? He's his own. And has to be, like, surveyed every freaking minute of the day, because he's prone to tweeting or posting or just doing weird stuff. Okay? One thing that I know is that he's got a bowl of noodles fresh off the oven out of his mind, and he throws them against the wall all the time. If any of them stick, those are what we're having to deal with. If they fall off, they fall off. This is what he is. This is what he does. Okay? And some of those things that he throws out there are extremely extreme. And the reason why is because he can't connect on a personal level with the average American that has ever made, say, $50,000 and below. He knows how to manipulate them. Grant, I'll give you that. But he can't connect on that level. It's not in his DNA. He's been silver spooned and fed and lives and breathes for decorating a room in gold. What blue-collar, hardworking American, again, that I say 50,000 and less, but we could even say 100,000 less or 200,000 less. What average American can relate to that world? We can only aspire and dream for it. Okay, flip the other side of the coin. What person who lives in that and has grown up and knows nothing but that can relate to the everyday hardworking things that go on in our lives? Not him. Not him. And so, whether you see inspiration in him, that's fine. But you gotta still put him in perspective. You still gotta put him as who he is. Okay? And if that's the candidate that you want, that's fine. But do know this. And as he's already in there, so it's not even a candidate anymore. But do know this, that we still hold the power of voting right now. But it's also that caliber of person that he is, that is going to fight tooth and nail, meaning tearing down walls of amendments and constitutional measures to see that he can stay there. Okay? He can do no wrong in his mind. He does not have shortcomings in his mind. Okay? This is the person that you voted in. And as I've been saying, enjoy the Kool-Aid. Meaning a reference to Jonestown Massacre, because there's a lot of people that have followed him, and now he's turning around and passing out arsenic. He's tearing down the walls of our society to fit his mold. And I'll say it again, he's old. All this in another 5 years. God help us that we're alive in 5 years in this country. But all this in 5 years will be passed. And the Republican Party is going to be left wondering who they should choose. That goes back to the shortcoming thing. It's a very layman's terms looking at things. I am not. It doesn't matter what I think. I mean, I'm all for the we the people, but realistically, he's in there, regardless. And so, because he's in there, we're stuck with some of the decisions. And he's got a host of people around him that are going to guard him, that are willing to take shots, and dare I say bullets, but we're willing to take the shots guarding him and his way of looking at things. So, there you go. I feel so sorry for the Republican Party for getting screwed. I feel so sorry for our country for being so embarrassed by all this. And the rest of the world is watching, has been watching, and those that are looking to tear us down they know how to do it. It's very, very easy and obvious how to do it. To hold court with the king who has no clothes. So, there you go. Got nothing but love for you. Enjoy your day. And, yeah, got nothing but love for you. God bless our country. That's all I can say. Please watch over us, Lord. Amen.